You are the hero of your own story. Right now, in this very moment, you hold the power to shape your life exactly as you envision it. Too often, we find ourselves waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for someone else to fix our problems, waiting for life to magically fall into place. But I'm here to tell you that the time for waiting is over. No one is coming to save you. And that, my friends, is the most empowering news you'll ever receive. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, when X happens, then I'll be happy? Maybe it's a promotion at work, a new relationship, or reaching a certain weight on the scale. We condition ourselves to believe that our happiness and success are dependent on external factors. But let me ask you this. What if those things ever come? Are you willing to put your life on hold? The truth is, you don't need to wait for anything or anyone to start living the life you desire. You have everything you need within you right now. Your mind, your will, and your determination are powerful tools that can propel you towards your goals. But like any tool, they're only effective when you choose to use them. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can choose to be a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to be the hero of your own story. Which will it be? Will you wait for life to happen to you, or will you make life happen for you? I want you to think about a goal you've been putting off. Maybe it's starting that business you've always dreamed of, or perhaps it's finally writing that book that's been brewing in your mind for years. What's stopping you from taking the first step today? Is it fear, doubt, the belief that you're not? No one ever feels completely ready. Those who achieve great things in life don't wait until they feel ready. They start before they're ready. They understand that action breeds confidence and clarity. The more you do, the more capable you become. Let's talk about fear for a moment. Fear is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. In fact, fear can be a powerful indicator that you're on the right track. If something scares you, it often means it's worth doing. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. So instead of letting fear paralyze you, use it as a compass. Let it guide you towards the things that truly matter. Now, I'm not saying that saving yourself is easy. It requires work, dedication, and often a complete shift in mindset. But I promise you it's worth it. Because when you stop waiting for rescue and start rescuing yourself, you'll discover a sense of empowerment and fulfillment that no external circumstance can provide. Think about the most successful people you know or admire. Did they get where they are by sitting back and waiting for opportunities to fall into their laps? Of course not. They created their own opportunities. They took risks, faced their fears, and persevered in the face of setbacks. They understood that success is not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it and using it as a stepping stone. So how do we begin this journey of self-rescue? It starts with taking responsibility for your life. All of it. Your successes, your failures, your happiness, your disappointments. When you truly accept that you are the author of your life story, you'll realize that you also have the power to rewrite any part of it that you're not satisfied with. Let's talk about habits. Our lives are essentially the sum of our habits. What we do consistently shapes who we become. If you want to change your life, start by changing your habits. Begin with small, manageable changes. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to meditate or read. Perhaps it's replacing one unhealthy meal a day with a nutritious alternative. These small changes might seem insignificant at first, but over time, they compound into remarkable transformations. Remember, consistency is key. It's not about making perfect choices all the time, but about making good choices most of the time. Progress, not perfection, should be your mantra. Now, let's address a common misconception. Saving yourself doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. In fact, seeking support and guidance is a sign of strength, not weakness. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to be better. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you aspire to achieve. Learn from their experiences and apply those lessons to your own life. But be cautious. While it's important to have a support system, don't fall into the trap of relying on others to solve your problems or make decisions for you. Use the wisdom and experiences of others as a guide, but ultimately, trust your own instincts and make your own choices. Let's talk about the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough, guess what? You'll find evidence to support those beliefs. But if you choose to believe in your abilities, in your potential for growth and success, you'll start to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. This isn't about naive optimism or denying the challenges in your life. It's about adopting a growth mindset. The belief that you can develop your abilities through dedication and hard work. With a growth mindset, failures become learning opportunities, challenges become chances to improve, and setbacks become setups for comebacks. I want you to start paying attention to your self-talk. How do you speak to yourself when you face a setback? Are you kind and encouraging or harsh and critical? Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? If not, it's time to change that inner dialogue. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you'd offer to a loved one. Now, let's address a topic that many of us struggle with: procrastination. Procrastination is often rooted in perfectionism or fear of failure. We put things off because we're afraid we won't do them perfectly or because we're worried about what might happen if we... But here's the truth. Imperfect action is always better than perfect inaction. Start breaking down your big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goals. Remember, the only true failure is giving up. As long as you're learning and growing from your experiences, you're succeeding. So don't be afraid to take risks, to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone. That's where the magic happens. Let's talk about the importance of self-care. Saving yourself isn't about pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It's about creating a life that energizes and fulfills you. Make time for activities that recharge your batteries, whether that's reading a good book, taking a walk in nature, or spending time with loved ones. Physical health is a crucial part of this. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life. Treat it with respect. Nourish it with healthy food. Keep it strong with regular exercise and give it the rest it needs. When you take care of your body, you'll find you have more energy and clarity to pursue your goals. Now, I want to address something that many of us struggle with by comparing ourselves to others. In this age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our lives against the carefully curated highlight reels of others. But remember this: someone else's success is not your failure. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you moving, even if slowly, towards your goals? That's what matters. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Let's talk about the power of gratitude. When you're working towards big goals, it's easy to focus on what you lack or what you haven't achieved yet. But taking time each day to appreciate what you have can dramatically shift your perspective and increase your overall happiness. Start a gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind word from a colleague. This practice trains your mind to look for the positive in your life, which in turn attracts more positivity. Now, I want to address a crucial aspect of saving yourself: learning to say no. Many of us have been conditioned to be people pleasers, saying yes to every request or invitation that comes our way. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your values or goals, you're saying no to something that does. Your time and energy are precious resources. Guard them fiercely. Learn to politely but firmly decline commitments that don't serve your higher purpose. This doesn't make you selfish. It makes you focused and intentional about how you spend your life. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. A simple thank you for thinking of me, but I'm not able to commit to that right now is enough. As you practice this, you'll find that people come to respect your boundaries, and you'll have more time and energy for the things that truly matter to you. Let's talk about the importance of continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and learn new skills is crucial. Make a commitment to lifelong learning. Read books, Take courses, attend workshops, listen to podcasts. Expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives, but don't just consume information passively. Apply what you learn to your life. Knowledge without action is like having a library of books you never read. It's the application of knowledge that leads to wisdom and growth. Now, I want to address something that many of us struggle with: the fear of judgment from others. Often, we hold ourselves back from pursuing our dreams because we're worried about what others might think or say. But here's a liberating truth: what others think of you is none of your business. You can't control other people's opinions, but you can control how much power you give those opinions over your life. Remember, those who judge you are often projecting their own fears and insecurities. Their judgment says more about them than it does about you. Instead of worrying about pleasing everyone, focus on being true to yourself. When you live authentically, aligned with your values and passions, you'll naturally attract the right people into your life, people who support and celebrate your growth. Let's talk about the power of visualization. Your mind is an incredible tool capable of shaping your reality. Take time each day to visualize your ideal life in vivid detail. See yourself achieving your goals, living the life you just feel the emotions associated with that success. This isn't about daydreaming or wishful thinking. Visualization, when done consistently and with intention, programs your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities and take actions aligned with your vision. It's like giving your mind a blueprint to work from. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must combine it with action. Use your visualization practice to fuel your motivation and guide your daily choices. Let it inspire you to take those small, consistent steps towards your goals. Now let's address a common obstacle many of us face. It is the fear of change. Even when we're unhappy with our current situation, the familiarity of it can be comforting. The unknown can seem scary. But remember this: everything you want is on the other side. Change is the only constant in life. Instead of resisting it, learn to embrace it. See change as an opportunity for growth and new experiences. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you expand your capabilities and increase your confidence. Start small. Make one change in your daily routine. Try a new hobby. Strike up a conversation with someone new. As you practice embracing change in small ways, you'll build the courage to make bigger changes when the time comes. Let's talk about the importance of setting boundaries. Saving yourself means defining what's acceptable to you and what's not. It means learning to say no to things that drain your energy or compromise your values and saying yes to things that align with your goals and bring you joy. Setting boundaries isn't about building walls. It's about creating healthy limits that protect your mental and emotional well-being. It's about teaching others how to treat you by demonstrating how you treat yourself. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. Don't be afraid to communicate your boundaries clearly and consistently. Those who truly care about you will respect them. Now, I want to address something that many of us struggle with: the need for external validation. We often look to others, our parents, our peers, society at large, to validate our choices and affirm our. But true empowerment comes from within. Your worth is not determined by others' opinions of you. It's not measured by your achievements or possessions. Your worth is inherent. You are valuable simply because you exist. Once you truly internalize this truth, you'll find a newfound freedom to live life on your own terms. This doesn't mean you should disregard all feedback from others. Constructive criticism from trusted sources can be valuable for growth. But learn to distinguish between helpful feedback and unnecessary criticism. And always remember that you are the ultimate authority on your life. Let's talk about the power of your words. The language you use, both in your self-talk and in your interactions with others, shapes your reality. Pay attention to the words you use regularly. Are they empowering or limiting? Do they reflect the victim mentality or a creator mentality? For example, instead of saying I have to, try saying I get to. Instead of I can't, say how can I? These small shifts in language can dramatically change your perspective and consequently your actions. Your words are like seeds. Plant them carefully and tend to them diligently, for they will grow into the garden of your life. Choose words that inspire, empower, and motivate you to be your best self. Now let's address a crucial aspect of saving yourself. Financial responsibility. Money is a tool, and like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how you use it. Taking control of your finances is a key part of creating the life you desire. Start by educating yourself about personal finance. Understand the basics of budgeting, saving, and investing. Live below your means and save for the future. Remember, every financial decision you make today impacts your options tomorrow. But don't fall into the trap of equating wealth with worth. Money is a means to an end, not an end in itself. Use it as a tool to create experiences, pursue your passions, and make a positive impact in the world. Let's talk about the importance of forgiveness. Holding on to anger, resentment, or grudges only hurts you in the long run. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. This includes forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes. We all have moments we're not proud of, but dwelling on past mistakes or beating yourself up over them doesn't serve you. Learn from your mistakes, make amends where necessary, and then treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer to a friend. Now, I want to address something that many of us struggle with, the fear of success. It might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes we sabotage our own success because we're afraid of what it might bring. Maybe we fear the added responsibility, the potential for disappointment, or the changes it might bring to our relationships. But here's the truth of handling success. You are worthy of it, and you have the strength to navigate any changes it brings. Don't let the fear of success hold you back from reaching your full potential. Let's talk about the power of your environment. Your surroundings, both physical and social, have a profound impact on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Take a look around you. Does your environment support your goals and aspirations? Does it energize and inspire you? If not, it's time to make some changes. Declutter your physical space, surround yourself with things that bring you joy and inspiration, and most importantly, be mindful of the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with individuals who support your growth, challenge you to be better, and believe in your potential. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Now let's address the importance of self-reflection. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. But regular self-reflection is crucial for personal growth and staying aligned with your values and goals. Set aside time each week to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I happy with the direction my life is taking? Am I making progress towards my goals? What's working well and what needs to change? Use these insights to make adjustments and stay on track. Let's talk about the power of persistence. Success rarely happens overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But it's your ability to persist in the face of these challenges that will ultimately determine your success. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once a novice. The difference is that they didn't give up. They kept showing up, kept learning, kept improving, day after day, year after year. Cultivate grit. The ability to maintain effort and interest over long periods despite failure, adversity, and plateaus in progress. Grit is what turns talent into skill and dreams into reality. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours. But each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Each setback is a chance to learn and come back stronger. Don't be discouraged by slow progress. Slow progress is still progress. Now let's talk about the importance of living in the present moment. So often, we get caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future that we forget to fully experience the here and now. But the present moment is all we ever truly have. It's where life happens. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Notice the small joys in your daily life, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your morning coffee, the sound of a loved one's laughter. These moments strung together are what make up the tapestry of your life. Remember, the past is gone and the future is not yet here. All your power lies in the present moment. Use it wisely. Let's address something that many of us struggle with: the need for perfection. Perfectionism can be paralyzing. It can prevent us from starting projects, finishing tasks, or sharing our work with the world. But here's the truth. The perfection is an illusion. It's an impossible standard that only serves the whole. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for excellence. Do your best with the knowledge and resources you have right now. Remember, done is better than perfect. You can always improve and refine as you go along. Embrace your imperfections. They're what make you unique. They're the source of your creativity and your ability to connect with others. Your flaws are not something to be ashamed of. They're an integral part of who you are. Now, let's talk about the power of giving. It might seem counterintuitive, but one of the best ways to enrich your own life is by enriching the lives of others. When you give, whether it's your time, your skills, or your resources, you create a positive ripple effect that extends far beyond the initial act. Giving doesn't have to be grand gestures. It can be as simple as offering a kind word to someone who's having a tough day, volunteering in your community, or sharing your knowledge with someone who could benefit from it. The key is to give without expectation of return. Give simply for the joy of giving. Remember, the universe operates on the principle of reciprocity. What you put out comes back to you multiplied. So give freely and watch as abundance flows into your life. Let's address the importance of taking care of your mental health. In our society, we often prioritize physical health while neglecting our mental and emotional well-being. But your mental health is just as important as your physical health. In fact, the two are intricately connected. Make your mental health a priority. This might mean setting aside time for relaxation and self-care. It might mean seeking professional help when you're struggling. It might mean learning stress management techniques or practicing meditation. Whatever it looks like for you, commit to nurturing your mental and emotional well-being. Remember, it's okay not to be okay sometimes. We all have ups and downs. The key is to develop resilience, the ability to bounce back from life's challenges. And part of building resilience is knowing when to ask for help. Now let's talk about the power of your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your reality. They influence your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your outcomes. Many of our beliefs are unconscious. We've held them for so long that we don't even question them. But some of these beliefs might be limiting you. Take some time to examine your beliefs. Are they serving you? Are they moving you towards your goals or holding you back? Remember, just because you've believed something for a long time doesn't mean it's true or helpful. The good news is that beliefs can be changed. When you identify a limiting belief, challenge it. Look for evidence that contradicts it. Replace it with a more empowering belief. This process takes time and effort, but it's one of the most powerful ways to transform your life. Let's address something that many of us struggle with: the fear of failure. We often let this fear hold us back from pursuing our dreams or taking risks. But here's a perspective shift for you. Failure is not the opposite of success. Every failure is a learning opportunity. It's a chance to gather feedback, refine your approach, and come back stronger. The most successful people in the world have failed numerous times. The difference is they didn't let those failures define them or stop them. Embrace failure as a natural part of the growth process. When you remove the fear of failure, you free yourself to take bold actions and pursue audacious goals. Remember, the only true failure is not trying at all. Now let's talk about the importance of authenticity. In a world that often pressures us to conform, being true to yourself takes courage. But it's essential for living a fulfilling life and making your unique contribution to the world. Authenticity means being honest with yourself and others about who you are, what you believe, and what you stand for. It means living according to your values even when it's difficult. It means expressing your true self even if it doesn't fit with others' expectations. When you live authentically, you align your outer life with your inner truth. This alignment brings a sense of peace and fulfillment that no amount of external success can provide. Plus, your authenticity gives others permission to be authentic too. It creates deeper, more meaningful connections. Let's address the power of your habits. Your life is essentially the sum of your habits. What you do consistently shapes who you become. Small habits repeated day after day can lead to remarkable changes over time. The key is to focus on systems rather than goals. While goals are important for setting direction, it's the systems, the daily habits and routines that actually get you there. Want to be a writer? Focus on the habit of writing every day, not just the goal of finishing a book. Want to be healthier? Focus on the habits of eating nutritious foods and exercising regularly, not just the goal of losing weight. Remember, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you follow the level of your systems. So focus on building positive habits and eliminating negative ones. Over time, these habits will compound, leading to significant improvements in your life. Now, let's talk about the importance of flexibility. While it's crucial to have goals and plans, it's equally important to be adaptable. Life is unpredictable, circumstances change, new opportunities arise. Being too rigid in your approach can cause you to miss out on growth opportunities. Cultivate mental flexibility. Be open to new ideas and perspectives. Be willing to adjust your approach when something isn't working. See challenges as opportunities to innovate and grow. Remember, the most successful people are those who can adapt to changing circumstances while staying true to their core values and long-term vision. Let's address something that many of us struggle with: the tendency to compare ourselves to others. In this age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We see carefully curated highlights of others' lives and accomplishments, and we feel inadequate in comparison. Everyone is on their own unique journey. Your path is yours alone. Comparing yourself to others is not only futile, it's harmful. It robs you of joy and distracts you from your own progress. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you moving, even if slowly, towards your goals? That's what matters. Your only real competition is the person you were yesterday. Now let's talk about the power of gratitude. In our pursuit of growth and success, it's easy to focus on what we lack or what we haven't achieved yet. But taking time each day to appreciate what you have can dramatically shift your perspective and increase your overall happiness. Gratitude is not just a feel-good practice. It has real, measurable benefits. It reduces stress, improves relationships, enhances empathy, and even boosts your immune system. Plus, a grateful mindset attracts more good things into your life. Start a daily gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind word from a friend. This practice trains your mind to look for the positive in your life, which in turn attracts more positivity. Let's address the importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors in order to achieve long-term goals. It's what allows you to stick to your commitments even when motivation wanes. Self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself or denying yourself pleasure. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. It's about doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Cultivate self-discipline by starting small. Set clear, achievable goals for yourself each day. Follow through on your commitments, no matter how minor they seem. Over time, as you build the habit of keeping promises to yourself, your self-discipline will grow stronger. Now let's talk about the power of your environment. Your surroundings, both physical and social, have a profound impact on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Take a look around you. Does your environment support your goals and aspirations? Does it energize and inspire you? If not, it's time to make some changes. Declutter your physical space. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy and inspiration. And most importantly, be mindful of the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with individuals who support your growth, challenge you to be better, and believe in your potential. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Let's address something that many of us struggle with. The fear of success. It might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes we sabotage our own success because we're afraid of what it might. Maybe we fear the added responsibility, the potential for disappointment, or the changes it might bring to our relationships. But here's the truth of handling success. You are worthy of it, and you have the strength to navigate any changes it brings Don't let the fear of success hold you back from reaching your full potential. Remember, success is not about reaching a final destination. It's about continuous growth and improvement. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and making a positive impact in the world. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-reflection. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. But regular self-reflection is crucial for personal growth and staying aligned with your values and goals. Set aside time each week to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I happy with the direction my life is taking? Am I making progress towards my goals? What's working well and what needs to change? Use these insights to make adjustments and stay on track. Self-reflection also involves being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses. Celebrate your strengths and find ways to leverage them. Acknowledge your weaknesses and work on improving them or find ways to compensate for them. Let's address the power of your words. The language you use, both in your self-talk and in your interactions with others, shapes your reality. Pay attention to the words you use regularly. Are they empowering or limiting? Do they reflect a victim mentality or a creator mentality? For example, instead of saying, I have to, try saying, I get to. Instead of, I can't, say, how can I? These small shifts in language can dramatically change your perspective and, consequently, your actions. Your words are like seeds. Plant them carefully and tend to them diligently, for they will grow into the garden of your life. Choose words that inspire, empower, and motivate you to be your best self. Now, let's talk about the importance of taking responsibility for your life. This means acknowledging that you are the author of your life story. You are not a victim of circumstances, but a creator of your reality. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that happens to you. It means recognizing that while you can't control everything that happens in your life, you can always control your response to it. It means understanding that your choices and actions shape your life more than any external circumstances. When you take full responsibility for your life, you reclaim your power. You stop waiting for someone else to fix your problems or for circumstances to magically improve. You become proactive in creating the life you desire. Let's address something that many of us struggle: the need for approval from others. We often make decisions based on what we think others expect of us rather than what truly aligns with our values and desires. But living your life to please others is a surefire way to end up feeling unfulfilled and resentful. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's opinions of you. You can't control what others think or say about you. The only person whose approval you need, when you learn to trust your own judgment and live according to your own values, you'll find a sense of freedom and authenticity that no amount of external validation can provide. This doesn't mean disregarding others' feelings or being inconsiderate. It means making decisions based on your own values and principles rather than fear of disapproval or desire for praise. Now, let's talk about the power of visualization. Your mind is an incredible tool, capable of shaping your reality. Take time each day to visualize your ideal life in vivid detail. See yourself achieving your goals, living that. Feel the emotions associated with that success. This isn't about daydreaming or wishful thinking. Visualization, when done consistently and with intention, programs your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities and take actions aligned with your vision. It's like giving your mind a blueprint to work from. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must combine it with action. Use your visualization practice to fuel your motivation and guide your daily choices. Let it inspire you to take those small, consistent steps towards your goals. Let's address the importance of self-care. In our busy lives, it's easy to neglect our own needs as we try to meet the demands of work, family, and other responsibilities. But self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care looks different for everyone. It might mean setting aside time for relaxation and hobbies. It might mean saying no to commitments that drain your energy. It might mean prioritizing sleep and healthy eating. Whatever it looks like for you, make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. When you prioritize your own well-being, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges and to show up fully for the people and causes you care about. Now, as we come to the end of our time together, I want to remind you of this fundamental truth. You have within you everything you need to create the life you desire. You have the power to shape your reality, to overcome obstacles, to achieve your dreams. But this power isn't something you need to acquire. It's something you need to recognize and embrace. It's been within you all along. Saving yourself isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming more fully yourself. Remember, you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the author of your life story. Every day, with every thought, every word, and every action, you are writing the next chapter. Make it a chapter you'll be proud to read. Don't wait for rescue. Be your own hero. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Don't wait for permission. Give it to yourself. Your life is happening now in this very moment. Embrace it. Live it authentically. Make it extraordinary. You have everything you need. You are everything you need. Now go out there and create the life you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for your unique gifts, your unique voice, your unique contribution. It's time to shine your light brightly. It's time to save yourself. Thank you for allowing me to share these thoughts with you today. Remember, the power is within you. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch as your life transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. Your future self will thank you for it.